No need to force madness, no need to chase crazy lines. We're looking for smart spots, controlled aggression, and markets that fit the tempo of each match. A lot of these are over 1.5 or safe bet builders because we're reading the game, not just the odds. Let's run through the card. Pick 1. First up, Borussia Dortmund against Hamburger SV. The play is 1x and over 1.5. This is Dortmund hosting Hamburg at home for the first time in 8 years, and it's the 117th competitive meeting between the clubs. Under those lights, with that history, this should have real energy to it. I'm not asking for Dortmund to put on a 5-star show. I just want them protected on the result side, and I want the game to find 2 goals. That feels like the right balance for a big-name Saturday night fixture. Pick 2 next is Juventus against Sassuolo. Same idea, 1x and over 1.5. Juve come into this after beating Udinese 1-0 away, while Sassuolo arrive in Turin off defeats to Lazio and Bologna. So the momentum leans toward the home side, but the real reason I like this builder is the setup of the game. Juventus should control territory. Sassuolo still have enough quality to make the match open in moments, and that gives us a nice path to 2 goals without needing a wild scoreline. Pick 3. Then we've got the first over 1.5 double, Nice against PSG and Rangers against Aberdeen. For Nice against PSG, Paris come in top of Ligue 1 while Nice are down in 15th. But this is still one of those headline fixtures on the French calendar, and PSG's firepower is always enough to threaten the line by itself. On the Rangers side, this fixture with Aberdeen has averaged about 2.57 goals across 56 meetings, so I don't need anything heroic here. I just need the game to play to its usual edge and quality. 2 matches, 2 goals minimum in each, clean and playable. Pick 4 Racing Santander against Albacete is straight over 1.5. Racing have been strong at home, not losing 10 of their last 11 there, and this matchup has averaged just over 3 goals in recent head-to-head meetings. That matters because it tells you the pairing itself tends to produce action. Racing usually carry enough threat, and Albacete have a habit of staying involved just enough to help a totals play. I don't need a thriller. 1 goal can drag the second out of the game naturally. Pick 5 Start against Aalesund is another over 1.5. The head-to-head average between these teams sits at 3 goals per match, and Aalesund come in with a solid traveling profile, unbeaten in most of their recent run and scoring close to 2 per game over a longer stretch. That gives the match a live feel from both sides. Even if one team starts cagey, this is the kind of fixture that tends to loosen up once the first chance lands. Over 1.5 is just asking the game to be true to its own pattern. Pick 6. Another double here, Paderborn against Dynamo Dresden and Viking against Molde, both over 1.5. Paderborn have been unbeaten in 5 and have a strong home record, so I expect them to drive that match. Viking against Molde is always a prestige game, and Viking have actually won the last 3 league meetings with Molde, which tells you they won't be passive in this spot. Different types of matches, same logic, enough attacking intent, enough quality, and a line that only needs 2 goals. Pick 7. Elversberg against Arminia Bielefeld is the bet builder, 1x and over 1.5. Elversberg are in the promotion conversation, while Arminia are fighting much lower down the table, so the motivation is high on both sides for very different reasons. The beautiful part is the totals trend. 77% of Elversberg matches and 81% of Arminia matches have gone over 1.5. So I'm combining the safer home protection with a goals line that shows up a lot in both teams' numbers. Pick 8 Fulham against Burnley is over 1.5. Burnley are in real need of points, sitting 19th and 9 points from safety, while Fulham are parked mid-table. That usually creates a useful match script. One side has urgency, the other side has enough freedom to play, and this fixture has a recent habit of producing goals as well. So I'm not overcomplicating it. I'm not trying to call the winner. I just want a game state where somebody scores first and the rest opens up. Pick 9. For the Bundesliga double, I've got over 1.5 in Heidenheim against Bayer Leverkusen and over 1.5 in Bayern Munich against Union Berlin. Leverkusen are pushing hard in the top 4 race while Heidenheim are down at the bottom, so the visitors should bring pressure and purpose. Bayern at home to Union is another spot where the favorite can do a lot of the heavy lifting, and Bayern have never lost to Union. Put together, this is the kind of double where the strongest teams on the card can carry the total without asking for risky margins. Pick 10 Wolfsburg against Werder Bremen is over 1.5. This is a straight relegation scrap, a real six-pointer in the bottom four. Wolfsburg are 17th, Bremen 15th, and the pressure on both teams is obvious. These are often the perfect matches for a low goals line because neither side can really afford to coast through it. One mistake, one transition, one set piece, and suddenly the match is alive. I like over 1.5 here because the stakes should force the game forward. Pick 11. Last one is FC Köln against Borussia Mönchengladbach, over 1.5. Rhine Derby, bragging rights, emotion, tension, all of it. Derby matches can get messy, but that's exactly why I'm not reaching for some huge total. Over 1.5 is the disciplined play. One goal changes everything in a rivalry game, and after that, the match can stretch fast. With this kind of atmosphere, I trust the intensity more than I trust caution. So that's the card. Smart builders where the favorite should stay safe, over 1.5 where the matchup already feels naturally live, and doubles that let the stronger attacking teams do the work. No fairy tales, no forcing long shots, just reading the schedule and moving with the right spots. Masked FC style, calm, sharp, and always looking for value in the smoke. Let's see these picks land.